Hello, this is Ojish Amit, and this is my 1.2 P pass task for SIT 232. And here we have the first question in which we want to run a loop, a pseudocode, which prints the sum of 1 to 3 to an upper bound to an 100, right? And the output that they have given me like a code for the for loop one. So I have inserted it just a sec. Yeah. So like this is goes for like for int number one, a number that particular number is going to be smaller than or equal to upper bound and number plus plus. It will run till it reaches 100, and it first, like, suppose the sum is 0 and the number is 1, so this will store 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then it will go on and on till 100, right? It will go on till 100 and the value will be given out as whatever the output is. Now the second question was basically, just put like yeah, this much better. So second one is basically writing the same particular code in a while loop state. So the while loop state is a bit different. You can have only one condition here, as you can see. These four has the multiple. So in this one, what will happen is first the computer will check the condition. If the condition is true, it will go into the loop and do the same thing that the for did. So like basically storing that number into the sum and then incrementing the number, and it goes on and on until and until the it stays true, right? But for the do while, now this is a bit interesting. So in the do while loop, what happens is it will run nonetheless uh, to the like the code to the condition is, if it's false, if the number is 101, it will still run the code once. This is how it happens for this particular one. So this is like the question number 3 for you. And after that, we have some code snippets to look at. So in this one, in C is equal to 0, product is 0, and the while loop is C is smaller than equal to 5, right? So for this while loop, we just needed to like put it into like braces, right? Curly brackets, or else it would be an endless loop because there was no incrementation for C is equal to C plus 1. As without the curly brackets, the while loop would only take the first statement, that product into 5, and it will go on and on and on, and it wouldn't end. Same with the second one as well. As you can see, it's like saying while A is not equal to B, and the thing is, it won't be equal anytime. So this is like an endless loop. So I've added A is greater than B also. So so it could end sometime. So this is the only issue with the code. For the third one, it's basically the total that we are storing the value of x needed a value. So like we have initialized that particular variable with equal to 0. And now let's go for while. So like the issue only here is like int y is equal to 0 is inside the loop itself. It won't work, first of all. So you need to have that above the while itself before you start the loop. And now there is int z is equal to 0, and z will not run the loop. This particular loop will not run as is false before it even starts. You can change it if you want. You can change the initialization to 1, I guess, to like insert in a at least one thing, get an output of like 1 or something. There's that. And then there is for int. What's the issue with this one? Yeah, the syntax error. It needs to be semicolon, not just commas, so that won't work too. And in the last one, it's the issue is basically it's case sensitive. So this int I is initialized, but this small I won't be recognized by the code itself, so it won't run the code. So you just needed to change it to int I. Yeah. And these are the ones that have converted to like for loops and while loops. So yeah. So I've converted these to like for loops. So like for loops are much more easier because you can have like 3 to 4 conditions inside the for loop itself. So like it could be completed in just one line instead of while loop where you need to like write 3 or 4 lines of code. It doesn't make a lot of difference, but yeah, for loops better, I guess. Now let's go for guess the number. In this one, we enter the number, right? And then we go to the get user. So in this one, we ask the user to input it, and then we return it. We are still using while true, so like the program doesn't end, and the try and catch error. So that's fine. That's great. Try and catch error has been like inserted here, so like it doesn't end, and we catch the errors. So basically, if the user is like doesn't put like a alphabetic or like a special character, then it won't take it. So it will prompt this particular message, that is it must be a number. So there's that. Once we go back now in this one we have also created a while loop, and the condition is true. So until and unless, in this if loop, if else statements, if the number is, the program will run until unless the guess is equal to the number that we had randomized. So yeah, and the get guess is from here. We get the guess from here, and then we start guessing the number. That's it. This is the code. If you want to see how it runs, I can show you. Just a sec. uh, so like if I put like a j, it must be a number. So like 5, guess the number 5. I guess 90. See, that is it. Once you guess the number, it basically gets you out. So since it wasn't true till yet, so this will go on and on and on and on until you guess the particular number. So there's that. And now I would like to show you the last code. That is divisible by 4. Just a sec. Let me have a look at the question as well. Write a program which prints all the numbers between 1 and n, where n is provided that a n divisible by 4 but not 5. Use for loop for this question. Okay. So here, so we ask the we ask the user to enter a number which is divisible by 4 but not 5. We get input. You basically get the input from here, and while it is true, it will go on. I have to try again and again until unless it's true. So like in this condition, you can see the number I have inserted. Ask the user to input if it's divisible by 4 and it's equal to 0, and it's when it's divisible by 5 it's not equal to 0, then only it will return the j number. It also works with the same thing, try and catch error. So I'll show you the code as well. Alright, 24. See, it gives you the count as well. There you go. It's done. Thank you for watching my 1.2 recording. I hope I see you soon. Thank you.